Hey everybody.
Hey everyone, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon
and me, Banshee. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Do we look all relaxed?
Should we?
Not.
Should we?
It's been kind of a crazy day. I've been commiserating with some of the people I met at Llewellyn Con, virtually. What a great 10-day conference that was.
Was today the last day?
Today was it. It's over. 4 sessions a day. They're only a half hour long, but, you learned a lot. You got to meet authors. Boy, the one today with Christopher Penczak, who's a major author in our collection, was so good. It just reminded me of my past clergy work and stuff. And seriously good stuff all the way around. And it's free. Of course, Llewellyn hopes we buy their materials and books, but, the authors gave their time and their energy, and it was a lot of fun. But it took a lot of my days, 10 days worth. So we're going to get back on track, hopefully, now, and I'm going to keep it light today, Mr. O.
You are?
I am. And we're going to use the cute little Garden Dragons.
Aww.
It's actually called the Field Guide to Garden Dragons deck for our card for the collective today. Hey, Kara. See, you've made it.
Yes, because Sunny showed up.
We actually got some people who I commiserated with in the chat to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitter. So all in all, I really enjoyed myself and got to see a few people from Michigan there who I have never met. So very interesting. Good stuff all the way around. And hi, Gina. Good to see you back. Good to see you. Good to see Aaliyah. Hey, Ramen Deep. Well, so far, I hate to jinx myself, but it looks like a slow night. We'll see what happens. And then, of course, before all this, I was watching the January 6 hearings, so trying to fit that in between.
Yay, Michigan. You got it, Anthony.
Yay, Michigan. We were well represented there at Llewellyn Con. A lot of people in the chat from Michigan.
But nobody we know from the local community.
And some people who are out of state now, but one who actually said that they also came from downriver of Detroit, which is where we're at. Mm-hmm. And so, it's a small world out there. And it keeps getting smaller. I think technology is great that way. We can commiserate. There were people from Brazil. There were people from Australia, New Zealand. There were people from all over attending this conference. And Llewellyn's authors were actually from various places too. England, France, Australia, I believe. And I think Brazil. There was one from Brazil. So,
Yes, Aaliyah, I am wishing you luck for your job, too.
Well, Aaliyah, I'm not going to use this today. I was almost tempted to, but I'm going to be doing an unboxing first. But I will tease this, because if this is not a deck after my own heart, I don't know what is. There's a happy cat on there.
Auspicious symbols.
Auspicious symbols. It's actually a deck for luck and healing. 2 things that I'm very interested in. So there's very cool symbology in here. The artwork is great. I'm going to do an unboxing, and as soon as I do that, now that my time is freed up again, I will be putting it on the show for collective readings. All right, but today let's go with the garden. It's not just an adorable deck. It's really well conceived. I like the information in there. I like the interpretations. It's really pretty good. Mr. O, I'm going to have you grab a little garden dragon for all of us. And also, if anybody wants an oracle reading tonight, I have the Hummingbird Oracle back with us. Right.
Reversed or upright?
I Libra. I didn't see Libra. Okay. Upright, Mr. O. What do you got?
Ooh, it's the garlic dragon.
Hey, garlic is healthy.
Probably handy when vampires are around. Boundaries. Yeah, you
Oh,
want to keep some
boundaries.
boundaries when you know somebody has garlic on their breath.
Which is really interesting because Christopher Penczak was doing his talk on protection magic. And so, and other people in Llewellyn were talking about the importance of setting good boundaries. It's very important. So the keyword is boundaries. Hey, this unusual dragon has a curious feel to its hide. It's almost papery in feel. In fact, when threatened, the garlic dragon can defend itself by shedding a layer of skin so thin you can see through it. Most predators are distracted by this technique. Those that aren't receive a sharp odoriferous liquid that is extruded via the two upright crest horns. The tail of the mature creature will split into several thin curling pieces. Here the color is green with a bit of lavender at the very tip. So, mystical meaning of the garlic dragon is, for the garlic dragon to show up, you must ask yourself where you are not respecting boundaries. These could be your own boundaries where you are allowing others to take advantage of you. You might also review your own actions to see if you have inadvertently crossed someone else's limits, which is also very important. If there seems to be a pungent smell within an existing relationship, it could be that one or both have disrespected the expressed parameters of that friendship. Use caution here.
Or you went to Taco Bell on date night.
Is it garlic at Taco Bell?
Well,
maybe it's an
something
Italian
about the
place.
odor.
Odorific. Well, I guess.
Okay.
But definitely, boundaries are important. But also, hey, though you would like your own boundaries respected, other people would like their boundaries respected too. I think that's a very important point to keep in mind here. So, boundaries.
Believe it or not, we don't believe that our cats seem to pass gas. Never around us.
Never around us, anyway.
We wonder if it's because they only eat specifically cat food. We don't give them any table scraps. I came from a family where my mom always fed her dogs whatever she wanted, the cats too. And yeah, there were some issues there.
Hey, Angel Rivera, good
Hi,
evening
Angel.
to you. Saw Angel at Llewellyn too, one of the people that was attending. There was a couple Twitter followers of mine attending, and like I said, we've got some new followers and subscribers thanks to Llewellyn. So it was a very fun thing for me.
All
you
right.
did not attend much, Mr. O.
I attended vicariously because you were sitting next to me and you're like, oh, do you believe they just said blah, 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 or look at this?
I'm like a little sponge at these things. I really love going to these kind of workshops.
Okay,
All right.
so we need
what decks
to...
do you have?
Oh, sure,
we need
of course.
To what?
Get going.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's no hurry, right? No hurry.
Well, we keep getting more people. I know Libra's here now.
So here's the Ardentane.
And Angel Rivera. Yeah.
No, it's not Ardentane. What's it called? Adrian Tarot. Ardentane is something else. We know what that is, right?
I do.
Eight of Swords. And then I have my... I didn't know you were going to spring this on me, so I'm not ready. My Secrets Tarot. I love this deck.
Oh.
And that's the Seven of Chalices, or Seven of Cups there. And then finally, one I don't bring out very often. Go ahead and type your question, Estelle. Is the...
yeah, so go ahead, type your question. We'll get you first.
The Tarot of Transition. It's a smaller size Egyptian deck. Not much with the pips, but I like the kind of gold veneers on there. And that's the Chariot Neshmet, it says. I don't know if that's the actual Egyptian word or not. Number 7 major arcana. So that's what I have.
Oh, anyway, I don't know. I always said I'm done with Kickstarter. I'm not going to buy any more Game Found or Kickstarter decks, but there's one that looks really tempting to me. And it's by the person who did our Lenormand tiles, Jamie Sawyer. It's either something called Out of Our Hands Tarot or In Our Hands. Do you remember what I said? I'll have to find it. But basically almost...
Out of hand? The Out of Hand Tarot?
The Out of Hand Tarot, because sometimes things are out of our hands. But, basically every card in the deck has hands in them. And it's a really cool concept. I'm like, very awesome. And Jamie Sawyer's art, as you know by looking at our Lenormand tiles, is very colorful and cool. So I'm definitely thinking about that one. I'm sorry. I'm thinking. And I only have 12 days to decide.
Okay, and there's our question.
I
you didn't go through your decks yet.
I will go through them very quickly. Here is the Mermaid's Tarot with the Empress cards. Beautiful. I also am using today, I'm mixing it up a little bit, Cyril Marchetti's Tarot of Dreams. And there is the Six of Coins in that deck. I am also using Cyril Marchetti's Tarot Grand Lux, and there's the Five of Wands in that deck. And I am also using, finally, last but not least, this wonderful Tarot at the End of the Rainbow is back. And look, there's the sun in this colorful, beautiful deck. All right.
Nice.
All right, you can use one of your decks, Mr. O, and let's get the show on the road.
All right, so Acel asks if their sister Aidana will get married next year.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the Adrian Tarot.
All right. Jamie Sawyer does amazing stuff. She really does. Or he. He. I'm not sure. But I'm so impressed with the decks. Some of them are highly expensive. And yes, she does have a tile version of the Out of Our Hands Tarot or whatever it's called. And it is not cheap. I won't be getting the tile version of that, Mr. O.
Well, thank you. Probably sounds right, Violet.
All right. I think you are correct as well.
Okay, Acel. Let's see what's going on
All
with
right,
your sister.
Acel.
So the first card is the reverse. No, it's the upright Five of Pentacles.
Okay.
Then we have the King of Cups upright. I don't believe I've seen this one in a while. Kind of interesting. And then we have the upright Eight of Pentacles. So it's kind of interesting because the first card is the only one that looks dubious. There's nothing exactly answering the question, perhaps, but giving us some ideas.
Well, I think that there is some, well, I'm looking at that Eight of Pentacles, and the first words that came to my mind, Acel, was something's in the works. I think something is working towards a marriage. It may not happen this next year, or it might. I believe it's in the works. I believe there may be somebody, if she does not have a person already, there could be somebody she's interested in that could be a water sign, or somebody who's just very emotional, very romantic kind of energy about them. Somebody I think she'll find attractive in that regard, just because there's a lot of romance here.
Regardless of the sign, water sign, I think that The King of Cups represents a person who could have sensual qualities, who could
Yes.
have kind qualities,
Yes.
loving, harmonious. So this does represent somebody that maybe would represent a possible good mate, a good match for a mate. So it does look like that. But the Five of Pentacles
It's a
sort
worry.
of throws a sense of worry there, like maybe this is the kind of thing where there is a fear that you're not being noticed by them, or you're not being understood by that person. If there's already a situation that maybe something feels neglected or out in the cold and not quite where, you know, that is happening maybe.
Well, it's interesting because I think that I almost feel like maybe this is where your sister is at right now, and feeling that she has been left out, that nothing positive is going to happen in the year ahead. I mean, I don't know the situation here, and maybe she has felt as if, you know, there's this feeling of despair, like nothing will happen. But in might walk this King of Cups person, and I feel that, oh yes, he's Pisces.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So there is a possible
somebody.
mating or
All right.
pairing. Interesting.
So then I could look at this as feeling maybe she just feels like she's not getting the attention she deserves, or that things are not leaning towards marriage.
What if maybe she feels that other people in the family or around them are not acknowledging this? Like maybe she's out in the cold from other opinion or family.
Right, or maybe even on his family's end. I mean, it's possible here that there might be some snags there of feeling like not a part of, you know, family or a community or a tribe. But that Eight of Pentacles here just seems to me that, you know,
It's in progress.
it's in progress. I feel like something is building here, at least by the looks of it right now. Did you look at the bottom?
No, I didn't. I was just going to suggest we do a quick yes or no.
We could do a quick yes or no, but I think we should do a Lenormand on this.
Okay, let's
And then
do the
do the yes
Lenormand
or
and
no.
then do a quick yes or no. All right, your lucky day is
And you should go first.
Well, I
Ah.
guess I should. Naturally, it'll be revealing. So I have drawn the ship, which goes here because it's number 1. And you
Right,
drew the
exactly.
garden, which is number 2.
Right, so the garden and the ship. Wow, this is, you know, are they separated by distance by chance, Estelle? Are they separated by distance? One may live in one country or community and another elsewhere? I'm just asking because I'm not sure here.
Could that question or that thought pop into this?
Well, I'm not sure because I feel here that this could, you know, the garden sometimes indicates a wedding. I'll just say that.
That's
It
true.
could indicate a social occasion, like a wedding, a family gathering of some sort, and a ship is like travel, you know, so, well, could that mean a honeymoon? I mean, so...
People may travel to the wedding,
Right.
or the wedding may be a place to travel to.
I feel like something is on the move here, and I do feel like there may be eventually a coming together. Let's do a quick yes, no.
Alrighty.
Let's just do it quick. And see
I'll
what
let you
we
shuffle
get.
first.
I think there's definitely potential.
It looks
I don't
more
see-
promising than not.
I guess I suppose that Five of Pentacles could indicate your sister is unsure, or, you know, maybe feeling uncomfortable or something about it.
Right,
the
maybe
marriage.
she feels alone in a certain respect, you know, making a very important decision. Maybe she just feels alone in a way. So it may be good if you or someone she cares about can reach out to her.
And encourage her, particularly if this person is really good for her.
So she does want to move. That's right, because you've talked about your sister before, yes.
Ah, that's right. That's her sister. Okay.
Well, we're going to do the yes or no just to see if we get anything more conclusive.
Almost. Did you shuffle?
No, I gave them to you first.
Oh, then okay. Sorry.
It's okay. One of us is listening.
we going to start again?
Well,
Is Mr. O going to behave himself tonight?
Angel's here, right?
Oh no, I can't believe I got it. If it comes out. Yep. I asked if Mr. O was going to behave himself tonight. And guess what came out?
I'm not going to let you show it.
No!
Look what I did. Hold on a cell. We got one more for you. I know we're having a little bit of fun here, but we got one more yes or no just to see if we can get anything really conclusive. Do you want to count them too?
I shall.
All right.
Wow.
Almost, eh?
I know. Well, look at that. It's reversed, but, so
You know, right.
it's leaning towards, yes, that there is a potential for marriage. Now, it would almost have been perfect if this other card was upright, and I'll explain why in a minute. A cell.
So 2 aces, which means more likely yes than not.
And then we had the Four of Wands, but reversed. Now, mind you, if the Four of Wands had come up upright, that is like a card of marriage. That right there is a card of a wedding ceremony, a celebration, a wedding celebration. Almost in a sense like the garden card, in a way. Mm-hmm. But it's reversed here, and so I feel here that maybe they will draw closer. It could culminate in a marriage or proposal, possibly sometime next year. Maybe it won't be the marriage next year, but maybe there will be more of a,
And this could just be saying, too, that this is more of a quieter celebration or a more metered approach towards the wedding. So that's what I think.
Interesting, Asel. Well, keep us posted.
Good luck to your sister.
Good luck with that. Hey,
And you're
Leah,
welcome.
what do you got for us today?
Oh, Aaliyah said something about a test, or what was it? Hold on.
Oh, there. About cats. She was afraid of cats.
Oh,
That.
I thought that was a question.
Had a job interview.
Well, are you going to ask
Manager
about
was
that,
pretty
maybe?
cool. Well, let's see
You're
what
very
she's
welcome.
got. What do you got for us, Aaliyah? Hey, you're very welcome.
You're very welcome.
We just read the cards.
So we're back to relatively normal. Tomorrow will be the emotional exchanges at 7 a.m. Saturday brings our happy hour at 10 a.m. And of course, we will be live streaming on Sunday too. And Banshee's Material Matters in the morning. Oh, did you want to show something?
Yes. And as this pickle is my witness, we are going to do a prediction video this weekend. A World U.S. prediction video.
Tomorrow is Midsummer's, and so maybe we're going to do a mid-year predictions, because we did the earlier, now we're going to do the mid-year.
Amber's going to make her way into my life, because I don't want that. Okay.
Is Amber a dog?
We had a dog named Amber once. Unfortunately, the dog got loose and ran away, and we were never
Sad.
able to find her.
Kinda
I
sad.
felt so sad about that. But we got
her-
her as a stray, and she ran off again.
Like we did, Angel, with the predictions in December or right around the beginning of the year, we just kind of pick a few questions. So some of it may be about world politics, some of it may be about COVID ongoing, some of it may be about other basically topical issues that we
Climate.
think are very important, right?
Also, with the, I don't know if we're going to throw something as hot as January 6th into the mix, but who knows? I'm still working out some of the particulars of this, but it should be interesting. And some of it might update what we did earlier in the year. This is kind of like a prediction update to see what the rest of the year looks like.
Well, we could talk about monkeypox.
Oh my goodness, yeah, monkeypox. Maybe we should just keep it to health matters and see what comes up. My goodness, I was hearing the reports about that, but also there's a big meningococcal outbreak in Florida right now, too, that they're concerned about. So, a lot of stuff going on with health matters.
All right, Aaliyah.
Yeah, we don't know yet. I mean, I've narrowed it down somewhat, but there's a few loose ends I'm still working on for that reading. But
well, it's the world we have to live in, and it is important because it affects many of us who don't even have a voice in the matter.
Polio in the UK? Oh, no.
Groovy.
Seriously.
Just groovy.
Oh, all right. Well, right now, Leah, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is reversed. We have the Emperor upright. I'm just looking here. Oh, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry. Just wanted to be sure about that. The Knight of Pentacles is reversed.
Yes.
Well, clearly, I don't know. I think that, you know what? First off, I see that Emperor card is standing out to me, Aaliyah, and it's interesting. I feel it ties into our garden card to a certain extent. The Emperor is about setting rules and, maintaining order, for one thing. Usually in a beneficent way, but hey, sometimes a daddy, a father figure like the Emperor has to, exert a little bit of tough love and set some boundaries and say, this is the way things are going to go. So I sort of sense if they do come back, this is really an important thing for you to remember, is set boundaries, for yourself of what you will put up with and what you won't. I feel here, though, that plans might be delayed or reworked. It's possible they may not come back into your life. Also, when I see that Knight of Pentacles reversed, it seems like it may not happen. What do you think? Right.
This is what I feel, Leah, too. And I feel that maybe it's because you will manifest your Emperor and just sort of hold the line here. But I do feel like maybe, although you might be sensing this or fearing this, that Three of Wands reversed maybe does suggest that they're moving on. They may have been thinking about it. Maybe you were picking up on that vibe or something like that. But they may reevaluate, or they're just trying to see if there's a there, and maybe you won't let them see the there, which is your right to do, by the way. And then that Knight of Pentacles suggests really turgid, slow movement, stodginess, and maybe this is the strategy in a way too, or maybe that's their strategy. Maybe they just feel like if they slowly move in your direction, do little things that they want you to notice, maybe, but I don't know, because to me that's kind of countered by the idea that maybe they're going to shift their plans. So it's not exactly very clear, but I don't think it's that realistic.
Right. If it does happen, it seems like there's a lot of delays or obstacles involved here. Maybe there's just something upsetting this person's plans.
It can be inferred by the reverse Knight that they're not essentially a very good planner either, that they don't know how to proceed with some things.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I think that's the Wheel of the Year tarot, Angel's asking.
No, tarot at the end of the rainbow.
Oh, tarot at the end of the rainbow. Okay. Ah, Violet already told him. Thanks, Violet.
That's it. That's the one. Interesting.
So somebody who was almost like a sister. This is the one I pulled, but I
Okay.
did drop one. You're first.
Well, we have the moon here, and we have the bear. Wow, it's really interesting to me, this combination of stuff here, Aaliyah, because on the one hand, we have something that represents male empowerment, in a way masculine empowerment, and then on this hand here, we have something that indicates female empowerment, which is kind of interesting. So I feel here that, I think this is just saying you can make the best of this situation by just, showing your strength, not showing an angry side, but showing your strength and your inner bound, and creating boundaries. And, no matter what this person does, they'll either back off or, they'll quietly participate or be around you according to the rules and guidelines you set. So,
I feel fortune is on your side, the moon, because you channel into your bear. That I think that if you maintain that certain level of feeling there, you're going to be successful with this. The only other thing is that maybe the moon, and this is more the Tarot's moon than Lenormand's moon, but promotes an idea that there's a little bit of a mystery here, like that maybe she might try to entice you with a mystery that she thinks would bring you over to her side again.
I'm reading what you're saying there, Aaliyah, and I have to say that just by what you're saying there, I just don't want her around because of what she did to me and my friends, and I'll lose it. Well, guess what? You know what? You can control that. You should be able to control who you let in that door or not. Now, that being said, you really can't control what your friends do. What your friends do, your friends are going to do. But you can decide, your fate. You can decide your success. You can create this environment that you want. So if you don't want her there, then let her know on no uncertain terms she's not welcome there. And, you don't have to do it to be mean or bitter. Just say, hey, I have moved kind of past this, and that means that, I don't wish you hate. I just want to move on now, and your life is different now. Hey, even if it's just been a couple months, people change. People decide a new direction, a new course, new friendships that they have, etc. So I think this is saying the power is with you to make this happen.
Yep. You don't have to let them back in if you don't want to.
Good luck with that. I was going to give you half of this if you want it.
Well,
you're pretty close to
from that legal marriage point of view, I am entitled to half of it, as you are entitled to the other half. But it was a personal gift to me.
Here.
No, I gave it to you because I wanted you to have it.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Whatever.
All right. So Ramandeep.
Ramandeep, what you got for us today? How are things going?
Yeah, I can see that, Aaliyah, certainly. So hope that works out for you.
Channel that anger. We have we have a simple working on our website. It's called the Swifting of Energy spell. And you can consider it just a nice word. It's a spell. It is. But the thing is, you could just look at this as a way of channeling your anger into something more constructive that you can use in a different way, more positive way. So you might want to look that up someday and watch that video because, is it in a list of some sort?
It's in one of the lists. I'll try to find it. It might be, I don't remember offhand,
okay.
So I'll have to, if you want, I'll just send you the link to it.
Yeah, but it is really an awesome working. I highly recommend it, especially if you're having trouble processing something that's made you very bitter or angry. Sometimes we can ping pong negative energy back and forth between people, and it's really not healthy. because what you throw out ends up coming back to you. So why not take some of that anger and channel it into more positive energy that you can use to manifest something more positive in your life? I really love that working. I think it's amazing.
Ramandeep would like that link. Okay.
Okay, absolutely.
It'll take me a few minutes to just pull it off of YouTube, but we're going to do your question first.
Yeah.
And I'll post that link here in the chat room so anybody can go to it.
So see if we'll get a full-time position with Amazon job. Oh, Amazon. Awesome. Let's see.
That would be nice.
You can fulfill a lot of my orders for me.
So I'm going to use the tarot transition for Ramandeep's reading.
I don't have any Amazon orders out right now, but Llewellyn, I did take advantage of their 30% off sale. A lot of things are going to be back ordered, though. And there's often karmic issues when we lash out at others. I feel like the best thing to do is to try to channel energy as energy. And you can transform that anger. And this spell is a really good way to do it. It's very nicely constructed.
Okay, I have the link for the Swifting of Energies video that we made. And I will put that here in the chat room now. It'll be fully enabled. You can just click on it to go to it. So I advise you to click on it and then bookmark it or whatever you need.
Yeah.
But I want to emphasize, I don't know if Banshee did enough, that it could be considered a spell, but it is really also about moving energies. It's about transforming negative energies and trying to repurpose them towards something better. So here it goes.
And it has some, I embellished it with some chants that I created for that spell that I thought would enhance it. So it does include that as well.
All right.
We actually got permission to show the spell from the author, from the book it came from.
Now, Ramandeep, I feel like if the question is not exactly answered, we will, of course, do a yes or no right after this. So here we go. And you have the Eight of Cups as your first card. You have the Four of Coins as your second card. And then you have the Reversed Moon as the third card.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So let's see, Ramandeep. Can you see if we'll
Getting
get a
the job from
full-time
Amazon
job
the next month or so.
offer? So did you actually interview with them yet? Because I sure feel like you are moving on to something here. The Eight of Cups indicates a move, and it seems like it's a move upward for you or bettering your conditions in some way.
Hi, Julia.
The Four, oh, hi, Juliet. How good to see you. We'll get you on the list. The Four of Pentacles indicates that this could be very positive. This will possibly improve your financial situation, I feel here. And gosh, the Moon reversed indicates to me that you may find something out sooner than later.
Yeah, it almost looks like maybe, in a way, it's kind of like a Hail Mary save. Like maybe you're just starting to feel like they're not going to call you, and then it may happen. I'm not saying that's how it will happen, but it feels exactly like that. You are moving towards something better. You are possibly leaving something behind. And of course, you're wanting to get full-time. I assume you're already part-time. So there is this idea that the Four of Coins or Pentacles is suggesting you're going to have more money, or you're going to be building towards that. And then that Moon reverse is just saying whatever questions or mysteries about it could be revealed. So I think we still can do a quick yes or no just to sort of resolve that. But we're going to go ahead and pull the Lenormand.
Because I mean, it could indicate that maybe there's even something better for you out there than Amazon. But we'll check that in more specifics.
Okay, so the first Lenormand is the Anchor. I know what you're thinking, Anthony. And then
That's right. Somebody else got it, Anthony.
And then the tree.
You know, it's really interesting, Ramandeep, whether it's Amazon or not. This looks like you're going to grow into something that will be secure for you. There's a lot of growth potential for you with something that's coming, and it's going to provide you with some stability and security. Oh man, I hope this is true because it sounds awfully good to me.
Now, you mentioned that you had resigned, but usually, sometimes, you can go back when you resign, okay. And I am sort of feeling that vibe. I want to say that it does look like it's yes, but I think we're just going to do a quick yes or no. I agree with everything here, basically. This is really talking about how you can solidify your position and your growth.
Well, and the anchor also ties you down. So, because what does it do? It keeps a ship in place. So I think whatever you get, you'll actually want to stay with for a while.
Yeah. And, that's kind of like the Four of Coins, too, that you had in the middle there. It sort of is talking about a kind of hanging on condition. So we're going to just do a real quick yes or no, the way we do that, and see how that goes. I see, yes. So that's what we're looking at, really, then, is whether or not it'll happen in this closer location or proximity for you. Well, it seems like it so far looks like there's a positivity.
Looks positive, and if it's not them, then something else is coming towards you.
Gotcha.
It's all right.
Hi, Austin.
Ostino!
Hello. Our friend. Aw, thank you. We're going to visit soon, honest.
Hey, one of these days.
It's not so hot.
Oh my gosh, it's been so crazy busy. All right, so...
You're counting them.
Oh, I'm counting them. Sorry. 2, 3, 4. It's leaning towards yes.
Leaning towards yes. You have two aces, the Ace of Ankhs, or Swords, and the Ace of Dad, or Staves.
Look at this.
Was it this position?
Yep.
Aw, hello, baby.
Go, Sonny.
And then the Fool. And the Fool always talks about somebody walking into a new situation, a new adventure, a new chance to find new things, to be better. It's really like just great.
It's a new adventure. It's a new start. It's maybe taking a risk or chance on something and deciding you're going to go for it, and it's going to be a good thing.
I think it also says that you're the kind of person that maybe relies on your instincts. So maybe, if anything's come up, go with your gut. It just seems to be favored in a way.
Yeah. So if it is not this job, I will just say, but it looks like it is.
It does.
I'm just going to say that.
Because we asked.
But if it is not, there is definitely something new on the horizon for you. It seems very, very clear. So good luck with that, Ramandeep. I hope it's true. Gina!
Hey, Gina.
Hope you had a wonderful time, Gina, with family.
Yeah, I know you were away, so welcome back.
You can absolutely have a hummingbird card.
Hummingbird, don't fly away, fly away. Don't fly away.
Don't sing today.
Mr. O has a sad
Oh, jeez.
Yes, I have to admit it. I'm a would-be failed rock star from 40 years ago. I just can't let it go.
Even then, you never sang. You just played keyboard.
I sang live a couple of times. You know that I did.
Okay, you did.
As a backup singer.
Backed up behind the wall.
I'm not allowed to kill her. I'm not allowed to kill her. I'm not allowed to kill her. Sonny, don't look at me like that.
Sonny says, be careful. He's my protector.
See, I have a fan
Here,
out
shuffle
there.
them for Gina.
I have a fan. Somebody knows. Thanks, Ostino.
Hey, hey, hey.
It's so good to have you home again.
You silly boy. Are you going to bother Mr. O? Stay here. Don't mess with the camera. Can we ever get a camera secure enough with this cat around? I'm not sure. Aw, Gina. I'm going to read the bottom line on this card first because it's so cute. Let go, let go, let go, and lighten your load. Then sail freely through the open door to inner peace. And I'm having difficulty seeing where the hummingbird is on this card. Maybe you can find it. But anyway, there's a big elephant there, and it's
He's
called
on top of his head.
Sweet Surrender.
He's on top of
it's
his
on top
head.
of his head?
See?
Okay. Oh, I'll be darned.
Aww. Let go, let go, let go, and lighten your load.
That sounds like a song, Sweet Surrender.
Sarah McLaughlin.
Yes, one of my favorites.
I'll let you sing it.
No.
Okay, then I guess I get to.
No, don't do it. Anyway.
I can hit those notes.
All right.
No, I can't.
A shimmering sea of golden hummingbirds engulf you, some softly alighting on your head and heart, bringing you strength, hope, courage, and peace of mind. You've been worrying too much, they say with compassion. Do not fret about what is past or what is to come. All is well. We promise. The cherubic-like birds ask you to surrender all your worries, doubts, and fears to them. Tenderly, they want you to know that letting go is not about giving up or giving in. It's about preening away the dirty, broken feathers to reveal the beauty beneath, which springs from your trust and inner knowledge that you are safe, loved, and whole in this moment and every moment. Deep down, you know that everything is all right and always works out for the greatest good, even if it's difficult to fully believe right now. Well, I can't imagine that, Gina. I know that sounds so much like you, that line right there. Hang on to that tiny seed of faith, and as you release the illusionary darkness around you, the light will help it grow. Great peace comes from accepting what is. Then and only then will you find the blessings in the situation. This card is also about forgiveness. The first situation or person to come to mind is likely where it is needed. Holding on to anger, blame, and disappointment is akin to trying to fly with oil on your feathers. Remember that when someone hurts us, it is more about their own pain and inner conflict than it is about us. Rather than allow the bitterness to fester, affecting your emotional and physical state of being, you can use surrender as the salve to soothe and heal your pain. As you let go, the golden hummingbirds flutter before you and come together, taking the shape of a key. For when you surrender your worries and pain and allow yourself to drink in the sweetness of this precious moment, you'll unlock the door to true freedom and inner peace. And so the affirmation is, I breathe out and release my worries to the universe. I breathe in the sweet essence of inner peace. Always look for that glimmer of hope. always look for that kernel of truth and knowledge and wisdom, and grateful for the experiences we have. We're given these experiences, and, we need to process and come through them whole. And I feel here this is just saying let go of any pain or things associated with it, because it's here to make you better. It's here to ultimately provide you with the peace you need. Oh, it's so awesome.
Very nice.
Preening and cleaning out the negative. And it's funny, that was talked about today too, in our protection workshop. Just the idea of spiritual cleansing, is very, very essential. As essential as physical cleansing is, spiritual cleansing. So, awesome card. Really nice.
All right, so Anthony is up for a general reading.
Namaste to you, but wait a minute.
Oh, right, we have to pull Gina's Lenormand. Whoops, almost forgot.
Oh, this is so perfect, in a way. Uh-oh. I'm first. Wow, so you have the coffin and the whip, and you know what that means to me?
Whip it good.
Yes. We got two sons here today. But basically, Gina, this is saying you need to let it go and do it soon. Don't let any kind of negative energy hang on you. Let it go quickly and swiftly, because that's the coffin. It's time to end it, Let it go. Awesome.
Whip it real good. All right, thanks, Gina. Good to see you.
Yes, Anthony, notes are being very musical today, unfortunately for all of us.
Well, usually people say something like, what do you got against music?
Whip it real good.
Okay, so general reading. I'm going to use the...
Oh, yeah, there's that Let It Go from Frozen. That's right.
The Secret Tarot.
Good to have you here, Gina. Good to have everybody here today. So we've had a few ups and downs this week. Unfortunately, Mr. O's brother-in-law is very ill right now. So we're sending him some energy and just keeping tabs. He apparently, we thought it was pneumonia that he's been hospitalized with, but it's actually Legionnaire's disease. And
he might have even had a touch of sepsis too. He had a high fever, very dehydrated. They live in a small town, and they didn't have the hospital resources there, so they had to move him to
the bigger town
nearby because there's a chance of pulmonary episodes or various things, and they needed to have that kind of infrastructure from a medical point of view.
But on the good news front, holy moly, Mr. Monster Hunter. Mr. Monster Hunter got a major promotion. And this is like an assistant department head job. And
I said, son, you could hire me.
We aren't getting into salary, but let's just say he has surpassed his parents. So, well,
I'm proud of him.
I'm so proud of him. I guess I'm pretty close to where he's at, but we are so thrilled for him. It's just awesome.
Yeah. Who knew it?
Who knew it? I knew he had it in him.
Well, I did too, but he worked at a place that really wasn't, no names will be mentioned.
No names. Well, yeah.
But wasn't really appreciative of his loyalty.
Well, or he felt that. But I always knew that he was in good with them there, and it shows. So excited and happy for him.
Okay, Anthony, you have the reversed Ace of Cups. That's your first one. And then you have a reversed Seven of Pentacles.
Okay.
And then you have a reversed Five of Pentacles. So, believe it or not, some of this is not bad. Believe it or not.
Well, okay. Are you still having, well, there's a few different things here. So, general reading. I think last time we were talking to you, you were seemingly interested in someone. I don't know how that's turned out for you, but the Ace of Cups is reversed here, which indicates there may be some little troubles getting a new relationship, or maybe some relationships off the ground. Maybe meeting new people and socializing hasn't been everything it's cracked up to be yet. With the Five of Pentacles there reversed, I feel that maybe things will be starting to shift and change now. And it's time to maybe work on, you know what? I really think with that Seven of Pentacles there, it's time to really get to work on maybe this side of your life, the more social sector of your life there now.
I don't feel the reversed ace was about a specific thing going on for you. I think it was more about the general dating scene or prospects for socializing scenes. That maybe there's just a little bit of a funk or a delay there. Maybe things just aren't clicking for other reasons. Too hot to go out and meet people. I don't know, things like that. But I do feel that Five of Pentacles reversed actually seems hopeful in a sense of saying some of this is about a change of attitude, that maybe if you had been sitting on the idea that, well, it's going to be hard because I'm starting all over, I don't have any reference points here, blah, blah, blah. This may be changing that attitude, because you're becoming more acclimated to your environment, to your job, to the social possibilities around you, neighborhood, things like that.
All of it.
So that Seven of Pentacles is like, get to work, though. It's really saying, like, you kind of were sitting over this because you didn't really want to overplay or go in faster, less prepared. This is saying you really had a feeling about being more prepared or more foundational before you begin that part. Distance.
Right. And I feel as though, you will find your place. The Five of Pentacles is reversed now, and I feel here that things are going to start clicking more for you if they haven't already. But it's just showing maybe a little bit of the downside in your relationship. Hey, Sally. Good to see you. Uh-oh, hold on a minute.
What happened?
I'm not sure why that popped up with just saying Sally.
One of those hide shows?
No, that was the help. I don't want to say the name of it.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Maybe.
Oh, God. Okay.
Hold on. We're going to take a brief break so she can debrief me.
Hold on a minute.
One moment. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Sorry, he didn't understand me, but...
there was a failure to understand.
Yeah. But no, it's okay. Sally, it is good to see you. We'll add you to the list.
So we were still with Anthony's reading, and our break was nothing to do with your reading.
No. It was something that popped up on my screen, and I wanted to explain why that happened. But, or I think why it happened. At any rate.
So should we commiserate a little more or do the Lenormand now?
Let's do the Lenormand, because maybe it will embellish give us some more information on this. You've been having such positive stuff lately, Anthony, so I'm kind of surprised to see this today.
I got the heart for you, not an anchor. She'll get the anchor.
Anthony.
Uh-oh.
It's not an anchor.
It's fish. There's a lot of fish in the sea, Anthony.
It's still related to water.
Especially when it comes to the heart. There's a lot of fish in the sea.
Exactly. You know what? It's saying that you will find your place with people. You will find your tribe, people that you love to hang with. I feel, and it could also even mean with romance, that actually, you might find more than one person that you may be interested in.
Now, because this this is a general reading, there is kind of the sense that this may be happening in the relatively near future. So,
It's interesting here, though, because we do have 2 Pentacle cards, and we also have the Fish, which is about money and income. But we also have the Heart, and then we have the Ace of Cups.
well, could it possibly be saying that maybe romance or increased social friends activity might come through the workplace?
It's possible.
Or through something vocational in a sense?
I can't rule that out.
Okay.
But I also think that it might be that that maybe this is a time where you have to emphasize
I almost went back.
one area over the other right now, and I almost think it's your social life.
Yeah.
I have a feeling things are going to start picking up there for you, and that's where you're going to be placing some of your emphasis for a while, which
That would be
isn't
nice,
a bad thing. Party hardy, I always say. All right.
All right, thanks, Anthony.
Well, good luck with that, Anthony. All right, so we are on Kara.
Thank you for all the congratulations for our son, Mr. Monster. Appreciate that.
I wanted to add that he is making quite a bit more than even starting librarians make. So he is doing amazingly well. And I couldn't be prouder. And he certainly deserves it. I mean, he is like a workhorse there.
He topped my final salary as a career person by over $10K a year. So not bad. And he's at the beginning of his range too. So, he's going to buy us a nice little cottage to live in when we're old.
I asked him when we're going to get a big dinner or something, on his new salary there.
Okay, so it's Kara's turn?
Yep.
All right.
As my spirit team helped me in cutting cords with Kenny and keeping him at bay, I feel lighter and happier today. Okay.
Okay. Good. I'm glad for that feedback, Anthony.
Awesome, Anthony. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
All right, my spirit team helped me cutting cords with Kenny. Okay. What did I use? Did I use the mermaids yet? Not sure, but I think I'm going to use one of the Ciro Marchetti here. All right. And why do I have the hummingbird book out? I'm a little disorganized. Okay.
And going through our week, we did have the modality message on Tuesday as the sun moved into the Cancer season. So if you want to find out what's going on for your modality, check that out on our YouTube channel. We would appreciate that. I think somebody you acquainted with in Llewellyn may be dropping in a little bit.
Oh, okay.
They said that they were occupied till 8:30 or so, but that they might try to drop in after.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Wow. Yes. Like I said, it was such a nice experience there. And Christopher Penzak, we met, and we also performed ritual with him. We attended one of his, and he was at a very important memorial service that I performed with Mr. O years ago, many years ago. And
are you talking about Tempest?
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
No, he was.
Christopher Penzak?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
I thought he was.
Well,
M.R., Christopher, and Dorothy.
I didn't know Christopher was there.
Maybe
I knew Dorothy.
I'm crazy.
I knew that Dorothy and M.R. were there.
I'm nearly positive all three
You're
of them
thinking
were.
Of the ritual that Christopher did with Danessa, me, and some others a few years later. Me and Danessa had main parts.
But anyway, maybe I'm crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
You could ask him.
I guess I could. I know we've met him. Anyway. We have the 10 of coins here, which is an interesting card, Kara. That is the 10. Wait, is that the king? I'm sorry, I said the 10. It's the king.
Yes, it is the King of Coins. Sorry.
That was me. And the Ace of Swords is upright. Talk about cutting a cord.
Oh, wow. Two of Cups. Yeah, and it was upright.
Upright. So this is really interesting, Kara. I mean, these are very positive for like this cord cutting and wanting to remove somebody, because it almost looks like love and harmony here, you know. But let's look at this. Let's look at this, because really this is what I see. I mean, this really, to me, fits your question in a way. You made a decision and a choice to cut these bonds, and I feel that it was successful. You asked if your guides were helping you. I certainly believe they were. You know, and I think this is just showing the bonds that were there, you know, between the two of you that are now, you know, severed. And maybe what it's saying here, because it is upright, is that, you know, you are now able to move on now with more peace of mind.
I agree with everything. I think that this did work. I'm picking up a different feel from the Two of Cups, and I don't think it's about Kenny or the past. I think this is just really saying you are in harmony with yourself or with the operation. You that's what it means. It's just, I don't think the duality aspect is heightened there. I think it's just really talking about, you know, the spirit team. You're in harmony with the spirit team, you know.
Sally, are you talking about like cards for the collective for the signs of the zodiac?
I wanted to address that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, on my emotional reading, I do assign specifically a reading for each sign, but some of the other ones we do are just, we go into the elemental association. So we may do water signs, air signs, fire signs, earth signs. So it's more grouped that way. We'll do all the water signs, earth signs together.
My Material Matters show is with the elemental signs of the zodiac. So I do the fire signs, water, you know, the outlook for the week ahead. And Mr. O does every sign, though, card for every sign for his emotional reading, the emotional exchanges, which is every Friday it comes out. So those are the things we do there. And I don't know, the future is bright. We never know what we're going to do next. We're hoping to do some programming, some for free and some for cost on our webpage soon too. So stay tuned for that. Let's do some Lenormand on this, Kara. I want to see more. He might be right that might be alluding now to the fact that you are free to move on. I wonder here if this is saying now that they have helped you cut these cords and make this decision stick, you are now free to move on and re-accept love or new relationships into your life. Nice call, Mr. O.
And I see Secret Tarot has joined us.
Oh, hi, Secret Tarot. Good to see you.
I was using your namesake tarot, the Secret Tarot by Lo Scarabo.
We'll add you to the list, Secret.
And in the Lenormand, you have the Child and the Crossroads.
That's a really tough question, too, Secret. We will get to that. All right, so Kara, what it's saying is now is a time to choose, you know, a new path, a new way forward. And, you know, you don't have to move quickly, you know, into new relationships or anything. As a matter of fact, with the Child here, it indicates that slow steps forward now, you know, is probably the best approach, is you can move on now, but take it slow, you know. If you've suffered some real hurt or pain through what you went through here, then it's time to just choose your path forward and take it slow.
You know, I do feel that because the operation does appear to have been a success, that this is saying you are free to pursue things you wanted before. And I know you've asked us a few times about, you know, the possibility of relationships coming up for you or how your social circle may open. And I feel Banshee's exactly right. I think this is saying you really now stand at a crossroads where there are any number of directions possibly open to you. I know that sounds really like, oh, But you at least have some directions open to you, and you just need to move with a certain sense of childlike wonder, but not too fast, maybe. Just sort of being expectant on what you will discover.
That's what we have for you, Kara. Good luck with that. And I think it's Libra?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm so sorry to hear you're going through that. Sheesh.
Well, hopefully we can give you some answers to some of that. So Libra wanted to know what was coming towards them?
Okay, your deck?
Yes. Am I right? It's Libra, yeah. Okay, so I am going to go back to the Adrian Tarot. What's coming towards Libra?
All right.
You're welcome, Kara. Sometimes you got to cut them cords.
Yes, you do, truly.
That reminds me of a song I could sing.
Not another one. No, don't do it.
It's from, either it's from Close to the Edge or And You and I. Cords are broken, locked inside the Mother Earth. I know that was pretty bad.
Well, I do like it better when Yes does it. Sorry, Mr. O.
Call me Mr. No. You have yes and you have no.
So if new people are wondering what this silly little contraption is behind me here that looks like a bingo cage, it's actually got little balls in it with divination things, yes, no, answers on them. It's like a magic 8-ball. It's kind of cool, fun.
The first card, Libra, is the reverse tower.
Okay. I had that in a personal reading for myself today.
Then we have the reversed King of Coins or King of Pentacles. I like that purple color. They're all reversed. And then we have a reverse star.
Ooh, what's coming towards you?
Certainly a certain amount of disappointments. But there's also something, too, that maybe you have to pay more attention for, or maybe you have to loosen a certain sense of stubbornness that you have about understanding what a message is. I think you're going to get an example of this message, and it will tell you that you really have to understand it, because if you don't understand it, it's probably not going to go well. It's going to bring a lot of disappointment or depression or things like that.
Libra, Libra, Libra. This is a period coming up where you need to focus on you. I feel like this message is about you, whether it's your material livelihood or your physical body. I feel like this is a time you need to really focus on you. The tower here reversed is indicating that maybe there is some types of behaviors or situations in your life that you keep repeating over and over again because you're not getting the message. They're kind of negative. They obviously bring you a lot of either disappointment or regret. And I feel here that this has to be addressed. It's finally time to address what it is. So if it's some type of unhealthy behaviors, or, sometimes it's just an inability to really focus on truly what you need to do. You keep maybe repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And it is saying now is the time to change that if you want to change your outlook and if you want to change, this cycle of disappointment. So I know you said what's coming. I feel what's coming is maybe something you've already been through. Right? Because it's the tower reverse.
That's a good way of looking at that. Sorry.
It's okay. I clean up on aisle 6.
So I have pulled the Crossroads.
Oh, again. Well, this just popped into my hands.
And the house.
So this could have to do with your security, your financial security, well-being. This could also have to do with, your physical self as well, I feel here. The home is so much a part of us. And where we live is a reflection of us as well. We can make our home comfortable. We can make it kind of disorganized chaos. We can, and so I think here this kind of fits in that you need to really focus on whatever it is that is causing disruption to keep repeating itself in your life. And I saw somebody speak about this once about the tower, and I do like this. When you think about it, the tower upright is often about things we can't control that happen to us. It's a crisis, but it's going to happen because it's beyond your control, and you need to go through it and pick up the pieces and move on. When it's reversed, I feel like these are things that you might be doing to yourself. I don't want to use the term self-sabotage, but there are things that you are repeating that are kind of not in your best interests. And so I feel like you have to move in a better direction that really gives you a better sense of security and stability in your life.
I don't feel that these are necessarily about any physical problems per se. They could be in the overall general idea. But I feel that the house card is talking about your healing, your security, your foundational issues, things that just keep you going. And it says that you are at a crossroads in terms of that. And I think it's really all these things that came. What's coming for you, I think, is pretty much what Banshee has outlined, is clearly to see the pattern that you may be in and try to figure out how you can avoid those same actions that keep you in the pattern.
If some of these things, that we're talking about, these patterns that keep repeating, have something to do with your home environment, either your dealings with people in the home or the home environment itself, it's really time to decide just what you're going to do about that. So it's time, it's decision time. It's time to move forward instead of in a cycle of repetition. And that's what we have for you, Libra. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Libra.
The cards are a little bit challenging today, I will say.
They were, and you can always come back and ask more, of course. Certainly hope to see you on Happy
Hour. Angel Rivera's up.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine, Violet. I think it's good. But if there is somebody else are you expecting somebody else possibly?
Well, it was somebody you...
right.
Yeah.
So somebody who I met at LlewelynCon might come, Violet, and if they do, then I do want to add them onto the list. So that would be my exception. All right.
It's your deck.
Single card and the underneath.
They want the end of the rainbow.
You've got it. Such a beautiful deck. Really is. Okay, and I'll spill it. One of the decks that I am getting, and that one's coming because it's been published, is the deck that Violet Lotus got. That Dragon Tarot, or Tarot of Dragons. Is that what it is? I ordered that one because I think it's very adorable. And I thought I'd give dragons a chance. I had one dragon deck that just did not appeal to me, and I think this garden dragon deck is so cute. I thought, all right, let me try this deck. I like the cards I've seen so far. So I decided to get that one, and that one should be on its way. Everything else is back ordered, and there's a little something in there for Mr. O.
Oh.
You know. It's coming either in, I can't remember, it's August or October. But
right.
It will be coming.
So that means more work.
Due to the sale, I mean, see, and I really love the fact oftentimes, like when certain other companies, whose names I won't mention, have a sale, if you you try to use the discount on pre-orders, you can't. And this sale, they allowed you to use the discount on things that haven't been published yet, which I think was really nice of them. I appreciate that.
Okay, it could be. You know, we get that with a few folks. Generally, the further time zones away people are from us, it does seem to be more like that. I'm not sure where you're coming from, Secret, but okay. So this was for Angel. His top card is it's that Temperance reversed, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's 17th. Is that the star, right? Because 18 is the moon.
But I'm looking at those cups and
I know.
Okay, so it is the star. You're right. That's so weird.
Isn't it? You're making me check my little
I know.
booklet.
My brain's gone.
My brain is fried, but no, it's a star. So basically, the star's reversed, Angel Rivera. Something is sapping your enthusiasm, your optimism. You're feeling just a little pulled down, I feel. I don't know what could be causing that. Maybe the bottom card could give us more detail. Of course, it's a star. So just want to double check myself.
So it feels like there's a sense of non-clarity to some degree. Things just look distracting or confusing. Things feel like they don't have a strong enough stake for you to want to embrace totally.
Yeah, there's really, yeah, it is the card for today in a way. There's a lot of pessimism right now with things that are going on. We've had some very challenging cards in our cards of the day recently, too. And look at here on the bottom was another reversed card, and it is the King of Wands. So clearly, I think this is a workplace thing, I feel. But it could indicate, too, that maybe some aggressive action that's been taken, maybe by higher ups is my feeling, may not sit well with you and may cause a little bit of pessimism.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe this is a personality or an energy that is enabling or causing the first card.
That's interesting about the social media, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's coming from there, but I feel like, if this is relating to work at all, which it might be, it would be somebody in a position of authority. It's one of those awful administrative situations, again, where they come out with a great idea or a directive or a new direction, and it doesn't sit well. The other thing about this is you also, how sometimes, I love it when you do this, by the way, Angel, when you get a little bit too political or maybe a little bit too angry toned out there, how you'll send kittens out. Well, it might be that maybe, there's going to be some of these situations here that maybe you have to monitor and check yourself a little bit as well, that you don't overreact to, particular situations that you don't feel very good about.
Well, this is, I think, saying that the situations you don't feel good about is sort of making you feel not your charismatic best, not your capable best, not the kind of person who wants to be magnetic and welcoming. You're just sort of feeling the opposite of that, and I think it's because of that first card.
So I could almost see it applying to the social media, definitely. Yeah. But I also feel, too, even, if it's at work or even with significant other, make sure, that you don't, if something is rubbing you the wrong way, you don't act aggressively. Check yourself a little bit, Spirit is saying. Make sure that, we don't get a little bit too hot under the collar. Hey, remember, we have a spell for anger. Anger energy. So time to just do something more constructive with anger. And let's face it, right now in society, it's hard to curb it. I know I have my issues out there. Sometimes I overreact. I overreacted a little bit recently on social media when, well, no, it was in the news when I found out somebody in the state of Michigan, actually a representative, sent a resolution that they wanted January 6th commemorated. And I kind of,
Got ill.
I probably should have threw some kittens out on that one. But anyway.
The key and the clouds.
There it is. Okay.
Things to work through for sure, but that working through them is what creates the process that maybe gets you to the other side of that. To get to the other side, you got to work through it. That's the key.
And you know, often the clouds cards indicates depression, anxiety, stress. So the key is to working through the stress. And also I have to say, in relation to the cards we drew here, you know, in a way the clouds could be considered like storm clouds, angry clouds.
Clouds
So
hiding
again,
the star.
the key is to, you know, to lighten it up a bit. You know, try not to lash out with anger. Try to, you know, be more responsible with your emotions. And that's what we have for you.
All right, Angel.
Good luck with that. A little bit of, I don't know if that's tough love, but we're getting a little bit of tough love readings from the tarot right now, I think. And whose turn is it? Is Juliet's? You ready?
I think it is.
We'll be using a different deck. We'll see what comes up.
Is it Juliet? Okay, there it is.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to use my tarot transition again
Tough times, yeah, I know.
for Juliet's
Well,
question.
you know, hey,
You're
sometimes
welcome,
we have to
Angel.
stand up for ourselves, but yeah, and for, you know, social issues, etc. But we have to be constructive as opposed to destructive. Anger has gotten us where we are now, and it's a bad place to be. For anybody who is here overseas, we're going to be doing something special soon, aren't we?
Yes, we have decided that we want to reach out a little bit to the folks who have been staying up very late their time zone. You know, some of our folks tell us that they're at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning when we come on here at our time. So we have decided that we're going to have an experiment and we're going to do TFT at the witching hour, which means we are going to actually try to broadcast our time 3 in the morning. We'll probably take a nap in the earlier evening, get up and set up and do it. And that way it'll be maybe a more appreciable time for people in other time zones. But of course, if anybody is in the witching hour,
Now, that's not going to be a routine thing, rest assured, but
unless you give us lots of money.
it's not going to be a routine thing. But we will do it every so often because we want to be nice that way and give it a shot. All right.
Who would go to Antarctica for a vacation?
I might. I would find that interesting.
Well, I would want to stay warm, and I don't know.
Yeah, it would be tough, I have to admit.
You are on the list, of course. It's just, we're really talky. And we
I would
take a
love
long
to go to
time.
Iceland, I have to say. I would.
Remind me who we're reading again.
We're reading for Juliet,
I'm
who's
sorry.
asked about...
Reconciliation with PLP.
Yep.
Okay, so your first card, Juliet, is the 6 of coins. Hold on a minute. And it's upright.
Okay.
And followed by the 4 of coins, which is upright. And then the sun, which is also upright.
Wow, well, this is a turnaround from the last few readings. We've got some positive cards here. Well, I think it's possible. I feel here, it's interesting when I see the 6 of coins and the 4 of coins come up in a reading. And this is kind of a relationship-oriented reading, whether it's friendship or romance. And the way I would look at it is, in order for reconciliation to take place, I feel there has to be, that both sides have to be all in on this. The Six of Coins is about an equal exchange, a give and take, equality, equilibrium. And I feel here the Four of Pentacles reversed is about somebody who's maybe a little bit...
It's not reversed.
Pardon me?
It's not reversed.
I'm sorry, you're right. It's not... did I say reversed?
I thought you did. Maybe you
did. Well,
didn't.
the Four of Pentacles here is about kind of clingy behavior, or maybe somebody who is more interested in their own self-interests as opposed to the fair exchange here that's necessary. So somebody has to be willing to give a little bit more in order for this to take place. I do feel here the sun is here, and what it's saying to me is there is potential for this. There is hope. There's the potential for success. I just feel here that this is one roadblock that has to be traversed. So I hope you know what I'm talking about there. But anyway, what do you see?
Well, you're indicating that this person doesn't commit, so I'm assuming this is about romance more than anything. Mm-hmm. And the sun sometimes is a good card in that favor. Sometimes the sun card can represent marriages or unions. True. These two cards, to me, are the bigger issue because they do represent a clear dichotomy or contradiction between feelings or people. And it's exactly what Banshee said here. I think that somebody is open and maybe somebody is not sure that they want to be open. So maybe there is a way to find a mediation, somebody who can maybe arbitrate this if it can't be either of you doing it. I don't know who that might be, but it seems to me like maybe you need some sort of counseling maybe to reconcile things. And sometimes the sense of counseling or goodwill could be coming through the sun. I don't think it represents an actual person or situation, but it could be just an indication saying you might want to consider that.
Yeah, and I almost see what you're saying here, Julia, because, this is obviously you would like a commitment. You want to give yourself to this relationship. This might be this person who is really standing their ground. They're not ready or they're not interested in letting go of their beliefs or feelings right now. So, I feel here that there is things that need to be worked through. However, the sun says it could be possible. Do we want to do... Yeah, let's do a Lenormand on that. Go ahead. Do you want to do a yes-no on this?
We could do one real quick, sure.
Well, let's see. Oh.
So I have pulled the Rider, which talks about news or movement, direction. And then there's the Moon. I'll let you go first.
Well, I have to say the Moon is often about romance in, the Lenormand. It can be about success and career success. So I feel here something romantically maybe on the move here. The Rider is also about messages and communication. Oftentimes it's about, it can be about the written word, but it can also be, I don't know, because I see this movement and energy. Sometimes I think it could also be about internet communications as well. So I feel here that there may be some communication that will be established, and maybe something positive relationship-wise will come out of this. We really need to communicate more in our relationships, and the bottom line is, I think I don't know if you were here when we gave our card for the collective today, but it was about setting boundaries, the importance of setting boundaries. And so I feel here, in all fairness, you are right to say now to this person, look, I want this resolved one way or another. Are you in? or are you not?
What I feel about the two Lenormand is that it is basically in his court. He has to make up his mind, and I do feel that maybe he will be moving towards you, but he's only going to do it in his own time level. And the moon does talk about, romantic things that can happen or fortune in love, but it also talks, in my mind, symbolically at least, about cycles of time. Many moons ago, we'll see you in a month, the markers of time. So it may be that he needs more time, but it seems like maybe he would eventually move towards you. So the real question is whether or not you can wait for that or whether it's worth waiting for.
Yeah. He's a stubborn one. I really feel that by looking. I don't know, when I saw that Four of Pentacles there, I really felt that. So we're going to do a quick yes, no. And remember, this is just a snapshot in time, so it may lean one way or the other. It may say definite yes, definite no. But there's a lot of things often that, could change. Let's take a look, though, and see what it says.
Austino, I like your question, so don't go away. I definitely want to do it.
Yeah, we've only got 3, Violet too, so 4 people left, I believe.
After Juliet, Austino, Sally, Secret, and Violet. We can do this.
Yep, I think we can. And thank everybody for coming today. Good to see some newer faces.
Thank you for your patience. We are the gabbiest tarot readers ever.
Thursday's the time we really can gab, though, because it is a little slower on Thursday night, so we can go off on singing tangents, can't we? No.
They used to say, can you sing tenor, Mr. O?
Oh, not again.
Tenor 15 miles away.
Half the people here have heard that joke a million times.
I know, but I'm never going to get tired of saying it.
Oh, no. I asked if Mr. O should stop singing on the show, and it says, sorry.
You made me lose my count.
Yes.
You made me lose my count.
I'm very sorry. I actually got this from a friend who found it at an estate sale. So I was looking for cute little divination things for me. Really?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to remember how we did that question.
If there would be a reconciliation?
Yeah. Well, so in terms of asking the yes or no, will there be a reconciliation? Sorry. We got 2 aces, which means maybe more likely yes than no. But we also have the 7 of Wands. And I don't know if this applies. I guess this would apply to you. And this would just be saying, if this is worth waiting for him, then just sort of stand your ground. You don't have to give ground, but stand your ground. And I'm not sure if I know what that difference is, really.
We messed the camera.
I unmessed it, though, too.
All right, I'll tell you what, the stand your ground thing here, it's like, what I think it's saying is, it's leaning towards yes, but you should try to certainly see that, I think what it's saying is it might not be easy getting that yes. There may be struggles to get there, and you should stand up for yourself and what you believe in, And so the thing is, I'm trying to think of the right word, don't surrender any of your, don't compromise yourself for this, I think that's what it's saying is don't compromise yourself for this. Stand tall throughout this process. And you know what? If it's taking too long, maybe it is time to move on and just say, I'm done with this.
Which is kind of what the Lenormand might have been saying from my point of view a little bit.
Which is why I think the boundaries thing, is important here. Set your boundaries. Decide how much you're going to put up with, and then either be done with it or say, hey, I've tried everything I could. You know how I feel about you, but it is time for me to look after me. And that's what we have for you. I hope that helps you, Juliet. Good luck with that.
Okay, and Austino had a very interesting question. I don't know if I need a special tarot for that or not.
Current outreaching to people and the works I have been planning, or general reading of direction with love from Spirit and my guides. Well, maybe we should just see which way it goes.
Okay.
With the cards. It may talk about his current outreach to people, or it might talk about the other. Let's see what Spirit has.
So, what deck do you want?
Tarot of Dreams.
All right.
I'm going to move this for a moment. All right. Because Sonny has taken my shuffle space.
He's good at it.
Oh, he's very good at it. I'm going to slide that over just a little. You're very welcome, Juliet.
You're welcome, Juliet. Oh, thank you. But you meant her, right, Austin?
Those are some big cards there. They're a handful.
Indeed they are.
But you have some that are bigger, Mr. O.
Karma Music Tarot. Those are the finger...
Are you going to cut them?
The finger crunchers. Finger destroyers.
Let's see what Spirit wants
Thanks,
you
Austin.
to know. All right, it's the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is reversed. Oh, man. And then we have the Knight of Wands reversed. But fortunately for you, we have the Knight of Cups upright. So maybe we're getting a little bit of everything here. Let me take a look at that question again. Your current outreach to people and the works you have been planning. I think the works you have been planning, maybe right now it just seems as though planning is not doing. And so I think here we have a situation with the Knight of Wands showing that, it seems as though, you're not moving fast enough, or maybe you're moving too fast and you need to give this a little more. I would rather go that way. I think with the Knight of Wands, I think I'm going to go the other way. Is that I feel here that you're maybe not moving fast enough on your goals, and you're feeling right now as though, is there something that's missing? Maybe you feel like there's a piece of this puzzle with your works that is still missing?
Well, the Nine of Coins reverse could talk about the idea about outreach or planning in a sense, because it's sort of somebody who has created a lot for themselves, and that doesn't happen without planning. So there is that sense of formulating goals or promoting projects. The Nine of Wands maybe is suggesting that maybe you don't always feel as confident about what you're actually trying to portray in a given moment. So at times you might be very confident about your artwork or about your poem readings or things like that. But maybe sometimes there are other things that you don't feel as forward about. Yet
that's an awesome point, because I feel here that, that might be what the holdup is. We have all dreams, desires, and plans, but, it takes that self-confidence, to really put them all in motion.
Okay.
And I feel here maybe that's what it's saying is lacking. And, you maybe just feel like maybe there's something lacking in your abilities that you still need to work out before, you can move forward. Now, it's interesting that the Page of Cups is here. Did you
That's the Knight of Cups.
I'm sorry, the Knight.
Go ahead.
I meant that. It's interesting that the Knight of Cups is here, because I almost feel that this is talking about the other part of your question. Mr. O agrees. Direction with love. I feel like something might be coming towards you in love if it hasn't already.
Or you are going towards love.
Or you are moving towards something. This is definitely some movement in the romance department.
And I feel that offsets what the other things are, because I think that once a person finds themselves being able to love, being able to be loved, it kind of opens up everything. It just opens up so much in your heart and your throat and all the other chakras. It just creates an energy flow that brings back the confidence.
Right.
So, Lenormand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, as it sort of operates as answering that question, but also the general aspect too, in a way. I hope that worked.
Yeah, so I think love, well, in a general sense, I think love is coming towards you.
Yeah.
And I don't know why my screen is not moving up. There we go.
Okay.
Getting caught on my stuff here. Uh-oh. It's a repeat card.
Book is 2 and clouds is 1. All right.
So I feel here, to me, I think that this is reflecting on this aspect of your your question. This has to do with your work, and I feel here that you're going to find, you're going to find out something that may help you work through some of the confusion or anxiety that you might be feeling in moving forward with your projects. Something may help you work through that.
It's almost like maybe you're asking the right questions and inspiration is going to come to you, or whatever it is. The book is about learning something. The book is about knowledge. The book is about finding out things. And I feel like what it's saying is your difficulties or what you feel are struggles right now will melt away, will blow away like the clouds, because of what you can find out about these situations. So maybe you'll find out who it is that's drawing your attention, or they'll acknowledge that to you. You'll find out where the plans are being resisted because of your lack of confidence, and maybe this will help you move ahead. And I'm not saying you have a lack of confidence. I just threw that out there as a suggestion with that card.
Something may happen here where, I also feel like the book is obviously tangible knowledge, but we can get knowledge also from listening to people. And so I feel here that maybe somebody will say the right thing to you, maybe will compliment your work or encourage you in such a way that your anxieties will start to ease and you will be able to work through this. I really feel that this more aligns with that when I drew them, but I see what Mr. O says about the other as well.
So good luck, Ostino.
Good luck with that, Ostino. We're on Sally. And then Secret and Violet Lotus. Oh, you got the bag.
You're welcome, Ostino.
Hey, good to see you. Say hi to everybody for us.
Cheers. Okay, Sally.
What do you see for me the rest of the month? General. Okay.
Could you use a deck? Because I want to use my Secret Tarot when we come to Secret Tarot.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Let's go to the Mermaid deck. It's been a while.
We'll be in. Not sure exactly when, but it won't be forever.
Mr. O has to work this Saturday, so it probably won't be Saturday. But we're still doing our happy hour, by the way. Do come to happy hour, everybody. It is a single card positive message from Spirit. Never an unhappy message. Always something to pick up your spirits. We really have a lot of fun.
And we totally have a
show.
blast. We have the best chat room for happy hour. It's just awesome.
So come and get happy.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely. TFT, just like our name, TFT, tarotfortoday.com.
I'll put the link in there.
Yep.
Just give me a
We
minute.
have a lot of spreads listed there, but we customize for the same prices. And right now we have a little glitch with our website, but everything is there. So
Yeah,
we'll be
there's no
happy
problem
to
with
chat with
ordering.
you about it. And also you could put our Gmail down if you want to just contact us on Gmail. We can talk to you there. You cut them, right?
Yes, I did.
All right, got them.
We actually have very affordable readings. We tend to think that we have some of the best bargains around. We have readings as cheap as $5. You know,
They're very cheap, and there's several reasons for that for now. Certainly we want to encourage readings, but also, we're retired. I mean, we're doing this as a sideline, and we really want to help people. So, of course, we want to make a little money, but we truly want to help people. There's the star. The star came up upright in this reading. Beautiful card in this deck. But you also have another major arcana, and it is reversed. It is the Strength card reversed. And then you have the Four of Cups reversed. So what is coming towards you? Opportunity. Knock, knock. Opportunity may be knocking for you in the month ahead. Is it in romance? Is it in business? It's hard for me to actually determine here, but I feel that something new might be coming your way in this month ahead. Usually when the four is upright, it's about kind of ignoring the opportunities and just taking time to contemplate and meditate on next steps in your life. But when the Four of Cups is reversed, it tells me that opportunities are presenting themselves to you now, and you can be ready to receive them. And it's going to bring you a lot of optimism, a lot of hope. The only thing I would say here, and actually I don't know if that's so bad considering the circumstances. I think what it's saying is, to me, that with Strength reversed is this might be a time for you to aggressively pursue those opportunities.
that's pretty interesting. I do feel that the rest of the month is more hopeful than not. Maybe something inspiring or a sense of what you really wanted is going to happen. Is that tied up in the idea of you really working for it, of you applying more of a physical energy rather than maybe wishing or, whatever ways, you normally want something to come? A lot of us just hope something good comes. Some of us try to work the odds in various ways. This is saying you really are going to put sort of your pedal to the metal on trying to achieve something that maybe is going to bring you a lot of hope here. And it may be really about what you want to give, not so much what you want to receive, but maybe what you want to give. Maybe this is about you finding ways to help other people or help specific other people. Something, though, that would bring apparently a great peace to you or a great sense of inspiration.
This is all positive in my opinion. Strength can, I look at the strength card in maybe a different way than a lot of people might. When it's reversed, I think when it's upright to me, it's talking about taking a subtle approach to things and there are other interpretations as well, but this is a general one. And when it's reversed, I feel it's a time to be a little bit more aggressive in your pursuit of something that you desire. So if opportunity is knocking at your door, don't not answer it. Definitely go for it. That's, I think, what it's saying here, because there's positive cards surrounding that strength reversed.
I forgot it's your deck you pulled first.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay.
Scythe, and Fox.
Well, it's a little bit challenging to me. I think here that what it is saying is that, this might also be a good time for you in the month ahead. I don't know if you're working or not, or you're in school, but this might be a good time in the month ahead to kind of cut back a little bit on your obligations. Oftentimes, the fox can be about a few different things. It can be about being crafty and sneaky, certainly with this here, I might be a little bit concerned about that. I'll bring that up in a minute. I'll let Mr. O go first, and I might add something onto this. But for some reason, when I saw this combination together, I was thinking of the workplace or work you might be doing right now, and it might be saying to just cut back a little bit, to maybe you're approaching burnout or you're having a little bit too much stress and strain there.
Well, what I was saying was that maybe these cards represented the idea that what you really wanted you would work hard for would be to find a way to give something that would make you feel really good about giving of yourself. And I sort of feel like this says maybe where you can do that is by maybe being able to cut away from obligations. I'm seeing them more with the idea of maybe work commitments or people that you have activities with, that maybe some of them are valuable, but maybe there's a way to kind of winnow that down a little bit to free you up to put your energies into something else. This could also be saying too is that maybe currently you're not finding this freedom or this ability to do that, and that maybe that's because you have to sort of tame the current situation you're in.
Yep.
All right, so that's what we had, Sally.
Yeah, I was just going to add to that. I was just going to add something else. This might also just be, because this was a general reading, so this might also be a call for you to cut out people in your life who may not have your best interests at heart. You have people who may be sneaking around, doing things, gossiping, or doing things that are behind your back. This might be a time to cut out people who just don't have your best interests at heart.
And to some degree, what she just said maybe applies to why you have to apply strength to a situation, because you might have to move stubbornness, or you might have to move away from stubbornness, or something related to that.
Sometimes when we do a general reading, I don't always think the Lenormand necessarily goes with those cards.
That's true.
It might be talking about something else that you may be thinking about or approaching in this month ahead. So good luck with that, Juliet. Let's see what happens.
Sally.
Or I'm sorry, Sally.
You're welcome, Sally. And a secret, if you wouldn't mind rephrasing your question again.
Well, I could go up and look too.
Okay. I am going to use my Secret Tarot. I don't know if you know of the Secret Tarot. It's called the Secret Tarot. It's by a Los Scarabeo.
There it is.
And I'm
I
going to
got
use
the
the Secret
question.
Tarot. All right.
It's my DSP stole from me, and I already called the police. What does the future hold when my case against my VSP? I feel like her boss is on her side and being complicit. All right.
I'm not sure if I understand the acronyms, the initials. Do you?
No, I don't.
Do we need to?
So are these people's names, DSP and VSP? Is it like this a
work designations?
Yeah, this a work designation. Is it like a department supervisor or a
Okay, so I know what the general parameters are of the question, despite not knowing what those things might
let's
mean.
take a look at what we pull here on this. I'm going to focus on what is going on here.
And thanks for reprinting that for me.
That's really unfortunate. Let's see what kind of energy we get on this reading.
Yeah, there's just so many people with bad ideas about what it takes, to succeed. Ah, okay.
Okay.
So you're in home health care or home health nursing or something related to those kind of questions?
Maybe it's somebody who's caring for her.
I see.
Don't know. Got it.
Okay. The first card is the reversed Three of Cups. The next card is the Knight of Pentacles, upright. And then there's a King of Wands, and he's upright.
Wow. Well, this is really interesting. I think the Three of Cups is indicating that there is
something's not in the up and up.
Something is not in the up and up with dealing with this person or these people. It's interesting because you mentioned two people and yourself, and we got the Three of Cups. And of course, as you know, usually on that card, there are three people on that card. So I find that very relevant to what you are asking here. And something is not on the up and up here. They definitely, there's fragmentation, there is disagreement, there is some problems. And I feel here it could relate to money. It could relate to resources. Is that the Knight? That's the Knight.
That's the Knight.
It's the coming or going of money. And, it's interesting that it's the Knight, and you're talking about possibly things being stolen from you. So it could be that something was moved from you. I feel here with the King of Wands, there may be that this might indicate that somebody is going to be able to sort all of this out. There is somebody there with an authority figure. Do you think it could even indicate law enforcement?
Not sure. It feels like somebody who is clearly able to help you. I'm not sure if it's somebody involved in the work. I don't feel a kingly, a police thing here, but there may be somebody who can be an advocate, somebody who handles either patient or employee, situations.
Yeah. So
how do you find them, or how do you get a hold of them is the question. The Knight of Pentacles concerns me because although normally it's just a stable, normal card, an energy card, a person moving towards, financial dealings of some sort, but I look at the figure in the card and there's just that sternness of face there, and that they feel like they're not a good person. I just feel that energy.
Well, and I just think it's because of the Three of Cups energy right next to it. The way I looked at this is that I focused on this, that there's the coming or going of something connected with money or property, and then it's these two cards surrounding it. So it seems to me somebody had something to do with that, and somebody here can resolve it. This is very negative, this is very positive, and this is in the middle. And I really feel here in this case, this could be talking about the theft itself, and the fact that this could work itself out. That's awesome. I'm glad they're helping you with that. I really am. because I think somebody is going to get to the bottom of it. I truly believe that here. But let's look at the Lenormand. You're looking at the bottom? I was afraid you were going to do that.
Well, I pulled the card from the bottom of the deck, and it's the Hanged Man. And in the context of what you're asking, I think it could say that a guilty party could be found out. Normally the card is talking about somebody who has to sacrifice. This could be saying that maybe the person admits they were wrong, that they give up that information, that they did that. And of course there might be consequences then. There should be. Yeah, that would be nice.
Wow.
So she pulled the dog as the first Lenormand, and I pulled the clouds.
Well, the clouds are pretty contentious either way. I will say that the light side is facing the dog, but you know, I have to say the clouds here tell me that there is definitely suspicion, confusion, stress, and strife surrounding somebody you trusted, right? The
Yeah.
dog is somebody you trusted, somebody you felt was loyal, somebody you could count on. But there's the clouds here. Now, with the light side facing the dog, I feel that this is going to get revealed. I just feel that it's going to get revealed.
Well, and I agree with what she said, and I sort of feel by pulling the bottom card, that kind of gave me a hint of that too. Like I said, in this context, I think the Hanged Man is somebody who gives up the information, admits their guilt, and hopefully that would mean consequences.
Well, I definitely feel the Hanged Man. I didn't talk on the Hanged Man, but I will say this. Move it over to the other side, Mr. O. I feel it might be coming from here for me, because I think that ultimately you need this outside source to objectively look at the facts, to take a different perspective and look at everything, you know, from a different vantage point than yours or this other person's. They really need to be objective in their approach to this. And that's what we have for you right now, Secrets. And you know what? If the webpage stuff is too confusing, write to us at our Gmail address, tfttarotfortoday@gmail.com. Tell us what your questions are, and we can recommend a reading with you and work out a price.
And if you do decide to purchase a reading, we can supply that as a video for you privately or as a written document.
Or, if you even want, we do one-on-one Zoom sessions. Now, those are more pricey because, you know, it is our time and our energy at that moment when we set an appointment with you. Those are definitely our more pricey readings, but we can sit down with you and do a one-on-one Zoom meeting as well. All right, but as far as the industry goes, we're very reasonable. All right.
I see your last question there, so I'm just going to randomly pull a card and see if I can determine the answer from that. Two cards kept wanting to jump out at me, and this was one of them. Strength. So I think this card suggests you will be victorious, that this will happen, that the strength will win on your behalf. I don't know when or the exact particulars. I don't feel them, but I feel you will get the justice. I feel this person will be remanded to their worthy reward for what they did. Sure hope so.
Okay, I do like that, Violet. We will get to that. Do you want to use your, or it's my deck?
It's
now,
your
right?
deck.
Yes.
What you got, Violet?
There's the rainbows. So basically, she's been working with writing letters, you know, to purge and heal, you know, to family members, getting on paper what you really want to say.
And then napalming it?
Well, I don't know about that. But feeling more intuitive lately and had sync events last night. So she wants to know if this is finally bringing forth the breakthrough she's been on the brink of for a while now. Let's do 3 cards, and then if it's not clear, we'll do a quick yes-no for you, Violet. We're into a little overtime here, but we'll get it done.
Secret Tarot, thanks for coming tonight, and we really do hope this works out in your favor.
Wishing you the best.
Oh,
It's awful to be taken
of course,
advantage
yeah.
of that way. I have to tell you, my mother went through 15 years of Alzheimer's disease, and a lot, in the early stages, she was living alone. We were worried about her, and believe it or not, there was somebody who delivered her newspapers every day, and she was stealing from her. We could never catch her, but I finally caught her doing some very untoward activity for somebody who was just delivering a paper. And so we talked to the news and had her totally cut off, not to come to my mother's house anymore. And, we cut the paper off. I bought her the paper basically every day. But that's really tragic. She was coming back and getting paid more than once for the papers, and she also ended up in my mom's house one day, and I happened to be there at the right time to catch it. And I said, "What are you doing in here?" That's just not something people should do. She knew my mother was compromised, and she was taking advantage.
What are you doing? Oh,
3 cards.
I thought you could just pull them in hand to me. You got to see them.
I do.
I love that one.
This is really interesting, Violet. Oh my gosh.
Did you look at the bottom?
I did.
She didn't show me either.
This is some tough I'm going to keep this out because I can't believe this is here either. So there isn't all positive happiness here, but let's take a look at this. The sun is reversed. The 7 of Wands is reversed. And then there's the Death card, upright.
Change we must.
Change we must. Now let's pull the last card out into the mix too, because I want to talk about that in context of what totally is formulated in my head here. So we have the 3 of Swords, upright, some challenging cards. But you know what? You're dealing with some challenging energies right now. Am I right? And so I think this is really talking about the work you're doing and where it has led you. And so basically you have the sun reversed here. There are things in your life that have been very dark that you have had to deal with. And those energies, have left their mark on you. And they have brought you to this point of feeling that you were at a disadvantage, that it was bringing you down from the elevated level that you wanted to be at. And you are working transformative magic that is really setting the stage. I think the synchronicities that you experienced are a sign of what is to come. And I think you are in the process still of making this transformation, because with this 3 of Swords here, there is still that there's still that bitter taste that you are purging, that you are still purging.
Well, I thought the question was mostly about these letters and the connection to their family. So
you got the question right. The letters were about the family. She's writing these letters that will never be sent to just say what needs to be said. And has it made a difference? That's really the question.
I guess, to me, though, I was thinking it was the energies associated with the connection to the family that was the focus of the question. But regardless, I thought this was so stunning because, of course,
I know
you work in mediumship, and this is so magically mediumship-like.
I know.
So I feel everything Banshee said is pretty much true. The idea that you're not feeling that energy, and you should, that maybe there's just a darkness there, and all of that. I don't want to reiterate everything she said. I think as a bottom deck one, this is saying this will work for you. This purging or this whatever, that this idea is sound. It may still invoke what those pains are, but you need to create that separation.
Right, you need to go through that. And right, it is about separating. That's right, the 3 of Swords is about separating yourself, or being separated from, this pain, this heartache, and this loss. So so the question really was, will a breakthrough? Will it bring the breakthrough you've been on the brink of? I think yes. Major transformation is coming. But why don't we follow it up with a yes, no, and see? Do you want to do the Lenormand first?
Yeah,
then?
let's do the Lenormand first. Okay,
I'll let
so
you
shoe.
pick first.
Okay.
Go ahead. I really feel this is just bringing up all the heavy energies and what it's done to it. Whoa, that's death 2.
Death 2, as opposed to Death 1. DEFCON 2? DEFCON 3? Never mind. No! Bam! Who wrote the Book of...
Death? The Book of the Dead?
The Book of the Dead.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I hadn't thought about that, but I feel here, you know what I think it's saying here is that I feel your search for
The breakthrough?
the breakthrough is ending. I feel here that it is coming to a conclusion. You really are doing the work that you need to overcome this.
Just remember, there will be rough times, and you still have to stand up for all of that. It's not like the end of all the travails, but it really is saying you are moving much more towards the path, because those things, the darkness and that, are ending. I sort of feel like that's implied with this card.
Here's what I think too, because you notice on this rune, I love Jamie Sawyer's tiles. They're so beautiful. But of course, books bring light. They bring enlightenment. And I feel here that your path towards enlightenment, is now, or I should say here, oh God, I had it in my head how I wanted to say this, and I've lost it. But I feel here that your enlightened approach to writing these letters and putting it on paper, which in a sense is like a book in a way, right, is bringing an end to these difficulties you've been having trouble with.
Put all these letters and make a book out of them. Check it out online. There's ways to weave a book together with all the letters, and then magically create a lock or a shield over the book, and then put it in your chest, never to be seen again, or
bury it. Like I think we've suggested stuff like that before.
Put it somewhere where it just stays as a constant locked.
Yeah, I'm done with it. Yeah, I've said my piece and I'm done with it.
Bury the book.
Yeah. Interesting. Nice magical working on the...
I love what she says. These will be short letters.
I like his little magical working on the fly here. Very good. Let's do a quick yes/no for you, though, Violet. We owe ya. Thank Violet once again for doing such great moderation for us. And
yes, thank you very much.
because we are nearing the half-hour overtime, but we're going to do a quick yes/no and see if this has really been put to bed. I really think you are. And if this yes or no gives a definite no, I don't know what I'm going to say. But I'm sure it will give us an idea of what might be left to do. Maybe if it's like what Mr. O said, just tidy it all up, put a lock on it, and you're done. You never know with these yes/nos, but remember, they are a snapshot in time, and I really feel the cards are indicating here you have done the rough work. You have processed this, like processed cheese.
We've processed it so much, it's cheese.
I beat you to it by saying that.
Oh, God.
What? Oh, back again. Did I just jinx this reading or what?
Can I block this person from here?
Yeah.
Where do I do it?
There's our 3 dots.
I don't see where they would be.
No, probably not.
Oh, wait, up at the top?
I'm using my tablet again and they came back. I wonder if there's a connection.
Okay. Let's just try to get through this.
All right, so what we have is, it's definitely no. Can you believe it? I did block it, so it's the Devil reversed. This is very interesting. The High Priest upright and the 5 of Cups upright.
Wow.
So you need to release this. You need to put a lock on this energy or release it from you in some way. I think you just need to tidy it up here. I think your guides and your spiritual teachers are going to be a help with you in this. And also the 5 here is saying again, don't look at the negatives of this so much as thinking about what you have remaining. You are so much more than those spilled cups here. You have a lot of positive energy that is working for you.
The Hierophant and the Devil sometimes seem like the reverse sides of the coin, and I know you can get that effect with other cards like the Chariot and those, or the Lovers and those, but I do feel that creates a synergy that says there will be elations, but also things that free you. And that's kind of contradictory because the Hierophant says, like, rejoice, but the Devil reversed is kind of saying, like, you kind of made it. Maybe that is the truth there. Is he back?
No.
I'm kind of losing my focus because of that person.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, we are done, and we could also talk with you later about it, Violet. We're going to end the show since the Nasty Troll has returned, but I want to thank all of our good chat people today for being such a lively group, right, putting up with our chatter, and hopefully you've enjoyed your readings, and we hope to see you all again soon.
I think she'll address that after the show, but maybe.
Well, I think it is. I do think it is. I think it's still saying the work is not thoroughly completed yet. I really believe that. And you got to remember, sometimes you are seeing breakthroughs. You even admitted that yourself. So sometimes as you're making a transformation, it just takes time for everything to come out in the wash. And I feel that with that death card at the end of the last reading, you're still in that process of transformation. So you should expect to see more positive things as you are working through this. That's where I think you're at. So good luck with that.
And we will be back again on Happy Hour
Trolls
Saturday.
or no trolls, they won't stop us. Period.
That's right.
So take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night, the rest of the evening, and hopefully we'll see you at happy hour.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.